Lucky says?
Hi. I don't know if I don't know, because it's been like, what, 6 years?
5 years since you saw her.
Wait.
She came to us when we streamed Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn in 2020. Last week she reached out to me. I watched her. She was streaming Radiant Dawn on this server right here, like just a couple days ago.
To use Astrid on my normal playthrough.
Okay, I used Astrid once. And the only thing about Astrid is that she doesn't have wind. Well, unlike marksmen, they can't attack with long. They can't attack from a great range.
Yeah.
And I used Astrid once in Path of Radiance. She couldn't equip the double bow, but the double bow just kind of sucks in Path of Radiance. But
And
one good thing about Astrid is that she has the Paragon skill. That she starts at level 1 at Path of Radiance, and then her Paragon skill makes up for that. So, and Locky says streaming something too. I can watch both streams at the same time. Are you going to do hard after this?
Oh, this is this is that level from
This is the
Sonic.
I don't know what game this is from. Probably one I haven't played. But
yeah, this looks like it's from that. It's from Sonic Force.
Locky says, are you gonna do hard after this?
I'm gonna suffer in hard.
When I did
yeah, it's like hard mode in Radiant Dawn. What doesn't make sense to me is that they took out the weapon triangle, because it doesn't. That's an advantage and disadvantage at the same time, because you can't use it to your advantage, but neither can your enemies.
Also,
and the experience they give you is really low.
Also, one thing I didn't like about Engage was that it was really hard to balance your squad. It felt like you kind of just had to make a choice on who to use. It felt like the older games, not like Three Houses.
Well, that's what I always do in my Path of Fire Emblem games. There's not enough experience to use everyone.
I did get a lot of usage out of guys like Louis and Boucheron. Boucheron was kind of underrated. I know some people are like, oh, Anna could be a decent magic user, but it's like, by that point, it doesn't really matter. You already have the squad you're going to use for magic, so it's...
I didn't know, Aaron appears down there during on normal mode. Kirby, I'm watching both streams at once, so I have to commentate with both you and Locus at the same time.
Out of my way.
And Locus says, you're the one who told me that in hard mode in Radiant Dawn, it requires you to use map.
Yeah.
Like, there must be a formula on what does what damage. I remember when Kirby was streaming the one where and part the second map
Yeah, I
where you
gotta put
control
Laura out of
Micaiah in
range.
part 3. You're the one who told me that Leonardo would do 7 damage to something, but there's like a formula that calculates attack like strength, defense, etc.
Ow.
Okay, on normal and hard mode, the enemies are really strong. They require you to play the turtle. I would never do Path Radiant Dawn or harder difficulty because I want to have fun, not to struggle.
So, think this will stop me?
I think I just lost Nolan.
I hope you can revive Nolan.
Yeah, I lost Nolan.
Okay, you gotta restart.
Yeah.
I would never sacrifice a unit. If ever a unit dies in an older Fire Emblem game, I would always restart.
So, you think this will stop me?
Remember, Radiant Dawn has restore points. You can, like, in-game save. Like,
Also,
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go the other way.
Let's do this.
I always have a knack when I play Fire Emblem games of getting more out of like units you don't think about much, or some people brush off units is not great, but I always find find myself getting good usage out of them. That's kind of where Boucheron comes in. Boucheron's underrated to me. Also, I did that a lot in 3 Houses.
Really? No.
what happened? Let me see.
You missed.
Oh, did no one miss?
Yeah.
Oh, just bad RNG luck.
I think of the lowest.
Let me see what the percentage was.
The highest miss I think I've ever had
65, 89.
The highest miss percentage I think I've ever had was 98. Or high hit percentage I've seen miss is 98. That was Marianne in chapter.
I think I had a 97% chance to miss once, but I've seen a 6% chance hit. I've seen like a lot of 1% crits in Radiant Dawn. I had my first ever 1% crit was in Awakening.
Alright, let's get Ileana out of range. I need to make sure Laura's in range of Aaron.
Like, Solid's your overpowered character you get early in the game. Can't he take out most of the enemies?
Solid? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Solid.
It was from
Solid and Radiant Dawn. He's your overpowered.
Alright, let's have South rescue Ileana.
Sunset Heights. I've never played the game where this is from.
It's from Sonic Forces. I haven't played it either, don't worry.
Take. Drop.
Oh, I've never played Sonic Forces.
I haven't either.
Sacrifice.
What? I've never seen what happens if Kurth or Amy dies in this. Does anything happen to them?
Okay, Aaron just used his
Now you should be clear to get Laura to talk to Aaron. Make sure, what I like to do is the boss has the discipline skill. Make sure you have Solid Seal it before you,
I know, I
before
watched
you, okay,
everyone
have Solid
do
Seal
it.
before you have Matthias shoot Pyrothania at him.
This is the ultimate power. Yeah. Yeah. Chaos control. Yeah. 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 Do this. This is the ultimate power. Yeah. All right. Chaos control.
Sorry about my cough, I'm just having congestion.
I get it.
If this is hard on normal, there's a massive difficulty spike. It's from easy to normal and normal to hard. Oh, the boss moves? I did not know that.
What boss?
Well, I'm gonna steal his discipline.
Boss, and you know the chapter, it's early on in that Radiant Darts, where you first get Ileana. It's where Makai and Laura were captured, soft freeze,
Aaron, don't miss.
freeze
Thank
them,
you.
and you get Aaron.
I got
Look at your
scared.
Discord. I guess the
You
boss does not
steal.
move on easy, but you not only do you have to defeat the boss, but you have to escape as well. Oh, this would be a nightmare for me to do.
Alright, let's get Laura out of range. Don't want anything to happen to her.
You gotta get pretty much everyone out of range. And like,
Yeah,
Who
this
can-
is the jump brigade.
oh.
I'm pretty sure.
What would happen if Kurth has a lot of HP? Because I didn't know. I've never seen someone attack Kurth or Amy. Usually they just stay in the background. Alright, as for Kirby's side, it's on Shadow Generations. Well, there's Maria.
Maria.
Shadow!
Maria. Thank you, Shadow.
Where did you learn to fight like that?
It must be from a point in time before the Ark disaster. Perhaps I can change their fate.
Shadow? You look grim. Are you alright?
I'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Find somewhere safe to hide. I'll take care of everything.
Does he have a javelin? No.
Oh, Shadow.
What I like to do early in the game is for Radiant Dawns is after this chapter, forge an Iron Lance for Aaron, forge a light tome for Makai, and a thunder tome for Ileana. You know, since once you get arc weapons, your forge
Nice
weapons
level.
don't need. But what I had an Iron Lance last throughout the chapter 1 for her. I guess in hard mode, if you were doing harder difficulties, you would want to use forged weapons. Especially they can be more accurate. It could be stronger than normal ones.
Is this? This is the level.